Advice for an 18-year-old wanting to get involved in the stock market? Hi, I'm 18 and just started learning more about the stock market, and I'm interested in starting to invest, but I'm not sure where to begin. I've been doing some reading and research, and I've decided to take a shot at the stock market. My plan is to invest around $200 or more every month for the next few years or so. All the options out there are a bit overwhelming. I've heard about index funds, ETFs, and of course, individual stocks. But I'm not entirely sure where to start. My main aim is to grow my wealth over time and learn as much as I can about investing. I'd love to hear from those of you who've been investing for a while. What would be your advice for someone like me? Should I focus on a specific type of investment? Or should I diversify right from the beginning? Are there any resources or beginner-friendly platforms you'd recommend? Also, how much risk should I be comfortable with? I'm young, so I know I can probably afford to take on more risk. But I want to strike a balance between potential growth and not losing sleep over market fluctuations. Any insights, personal experiences, or tips you can share would be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance. Timing the market. Time in the market. If you start at 18, make monthly contributions. You will look back and pat your younger self on the back. Stay away from margin and options. Ignore everything to do with individual stocks and just buy ETFs. The ratio I would use in your case is 80 in an S&P 500 ETF and 20 into something a bit more risky. Since you are young, do not listen to any one of us. VU is honestly all you need. Maybe QQQM for more tech exposure. Since you're young, go with aggressive growth. VU is the S&P 500 fund. Safe and statistically goes up 7 annually. Investing in this every week for 15 years will set you up for retirement. You should get a good job that offer a 401k and contribute to that. That's a tax-advantaged account that the company will invest in as much as you do. Stay away from options. Monthly savings into ETF 1 or 2. Broadly diversified. SP and maybe some world index or something. Choose ETF with as low fees as possible. Increase savings according to income level. Do not look back. Never check. Done. I am 48 years old and spent way too much time thinking about individual stocks and how I could maximize returns. Yada yada. I even learned technical analysis only to find out it's all bullshit. Nobody knows what will happen unless they have enough power and control to make stuff happen. Don't do porn instead. There's less sleaze in porn than the is Wall Street. There are so many bad answers here. For long term, would to be invest in tax advantage accounts like IRAs or beneficial plans like employer available ESPP 401k. The least risk is buying ETFs that follow major indexes like the S&P 500. Because you are buying a large number of companies and generally, the value goes up. Don't play with option if you don't understand it, and play only what you can afford to lose. If you aren't sure, 100 VU and chill. Feel free to DM for more in-depth reply. Don't trade. Just buy indexes for now. Watch videos. Read. Paper trade before even considering trading with your cash. Index funds. Chill. Nicole Lapin. Read the book Random Walk Down Wall Street. Invest the same amount every week or month, whatever applies to you best, in the same index fund that tracks the S&P 500. Do this when the market is up or down. It's called dollar cost averaging. If you start now, you'll be sitting pretty when retirement age comes around. Invest $200 as best you can. Then do nothing. Note its effect on you and how you move between rational and irrational, between research and hope. Learn during time. After some stretch, put in another $200. The wait again. If I could talk to my 18-year-old self, I'd say learn about capital gains taxes, 401k and IRAs. Understand fees and expense ratios. Read the Little Book of Investing and learn about personal finance and savings. Visit our fire and our boggleheads. Buy low and sell high. Buy while Democrats are running the country and sell when Republicans are running the country. Don't. It's a fraudulent, opaque system operated by the criminal elite. The stock market is a Ponzi scheme without retribution or consequence to the market makers. The SEC is complicit and the DTCC committed international securities fraud. Our government is also complicit and corrupt. Bury your cash in the backyard. Don't. There is no community. I'm an individual investor who has lived life, experienced the bullshit in this corrupt and fraudulent market. But you be you. Trade on demo with paper money for a few years first and discover that there's a lot to learn before becoming profitable. Just give me all your money now and miss all the heartache of having it stolen from you by corrupt financial institutions. 80 of retail traders lose money on the stock market. Investing is literally gambling. I recommend against it. The thing about all this advice is reliant on financial institutions staying the same for the next 20 years and honestly don't know if this broken system can sustain itself. Ignore it. Go straight into cryptocurrency and the next big thing, which is gaming. Research cornucopia's game. SPETFS are a good buy right now. AWWW. Take a look at QQQ, VT, or IOO and set up automatic monthly contributions. Compound interest is your best friend. Just dollar cost average into big safe ETFs and in 20-30 years you'll be set. Dollar cost averaging. Do you want to invest or trade? The two aren't the same thing. ICT mentorship to learn how to read price action effectively for futures such as ES. $QQQE and hold ETFs until you learn more of the ins and outs. Definitely get into options trading. That's where the quick money is made and lost. You'll either wind up a millionaire or more likely broke from gambling. Don't get involved with it. Enjoy your youth. The stock market will be a distraction. Good investing is boring, so you might as well wait until boring adulthood hits. All in, go all in on things that your image will be a thing in your future all the way, all the fucking way. Run. You'll never buy the lowest, you'll never sell the highest. Don't panic, sell ETFs. Follow the steps laid out by Dave Ramsey or the Money Guys before you do any investing. Get out of debt. Create an emergency fund. And don't invest what you can't afford to lose. I am investing in the big tech companies. Might start investing in smaller ones that I trust, but don't let me decide what you want to invest in. I would dollar cost average into a few index funds and learn more before you invest in other stocks. That's just my opinion though. At your age, I honestly would put 70 in VU and 30 in individual solid SP 500 stocks like Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, perhaps some Tesla. Fast forward 10 years and you might have a hefty profit. Elliott wave theory. Invest in index funds such SPY, IVV or VU. All of them track performance of whole stock market. Also try some bond funds such as AGGG, Stocks 80, Bonds 20, and if you want, buy some physical gold for hedging purpose. Don't trade, invest often and long term. Ignore noise. Our boggleheads. Avoid options and startups at all costs. Also, don't do leverage.